disappointed to lose that game to a penalty in the last minute, when especially we created a lot of chances to win it.
It's tough to take, of course it is. I mean, the lads, they put in a shift, work rate. A few players have covered a lot of mileage in the game, but it was two fragile teams, and it was basically a take of a penalty that's decided the game. And I think it was always going to be a mistake or a little moment of something that will be the difference in the game, and it was obviously their penalty to ours, and that's just the way it's been at the minute. But like I say, we look a little bit fragile after 6-1 and the 4-1 at Buxton. I think semi-consciously the players have got that in their system a little bit, and we needed to get that out of the system tonight. But what are we now? 10 games nearly. And there's a few mentality-wise that we need to ship up a little bit and shape up, because we need to get other players that can come in and be the difference, because after 10 games it's not acceptable 3 or 4 of the performances away from home, and we don't demand that, and we won't accept that.
On the positive side, we weathered quite a bit of a battering in the first 20 minutes of that game. They could have, they had 3 or 4 chances in about 4 minutes that they easily could have taken. We weathered that and came back into it, and I thought second half we were a far better side.
But I think that first 20 minutes was getting to grips with the shape a little bit, the 3 across the back. But once we did that, I said at half time, I think we looked solid. It was a case of staying concentrated. The 2 forwards were up against our 3, so we could then get the licence to get the wing backs pushed on, which we did a lot better. And we played some good stuff, but again in tight areas, that vulnerability, I think we showed it, and in the end it was a bit like a basketball game. And like I said, that one mistake or that one bit of magic would win someone the game tonight, and it was obviously our mistake from the penalty to get one against us, and we've missed ours, and that was the difference. And football's ruthless. If you've played the game and you've been involved in it, it can hit you where it hurts, and at the minute that's what it's doing to that dressing room. But we need the strength of character if we're going to really go on and do something. And people talk about the top 6 and the top 10, and we have to change the mentality of a few of the players, because for me, we're cloned up a little bit, we're clammed up, and we need to just relax. And that's what we encourage to do. We encourage them to play, and if they can't still, on a Tuesday night at Marine in front of 150 fans at non-league football, then we have to do our job and demand more from the players. And if not, we have to demand of getting 2 or 3 in that are going to expect to play under pressure.
Have you got any in the pipeline?
That's part of the job. We're obviously on the phone all the time. But it is what it is at the minute, and we have to demand more. We have to get more, and the quality in the final third again tonight. At times, I know you said we had 2 or 3 chances. We've missed 2 or 3 gilt-edged chances, and again, our players really believing in themselves after a few bad results, and it has to turn, because, like I say, we demand it to turn, and otherwise we'll get others that come in and make the difference.
Yeah, it does show. Watching it, from Adam in goal to the forward line, some of those sort of uncertain moments, we're a bit scared sometimes to go on.
And like I say, you got to adapt. You got to play under pressure, and we've got players that can do that. But mentality-wise, 2 or 3 bad results away from home, you can find out now. I know now. After 10 games, 11 games, seeing pre-season, you don't peak too early when the season started, and some may have just done that.
The penalty that we took, surprised me that Carl Perry stepped up.
Hey, listen, Carl's a centre forward, so I'm going to back him to go and. But a little bit more conviction, maybe. Yeah, again, he might be one that's carrying the burden there. He stepped up and took responsibility. But I know what you're saying. You want Briscoe to hit I've spoke before you've even. But hey, it is what it is. And as a centre forward, I've been there. And sometimes you want that ball and you want to be the match winner. And fair play, it is what it is. It's just, like I say, fine lines. It's kicking us where it hurts, and them lads have got to be lifted, because again, we've got a tough one Saturday, Scarborough, and I think it's Farsley at home. 2 home games, but yeah, we need to show a little bit more ruthlessness and a little bit more strength in our character as a team, as a group. So that's where we're at.
Looking forward to Saturday. We've had 2 players out injured. What's the news on Harry Benz and Jacob?
Harry was ill, as well as picking up a minor thigh strain against Basford, so hopefully, he could be up for selection on Saturday. I think we have missed him actually the last 2 games, especially the performance he put in against Basford. And sorry, who was the other one?
Joe.
Oh yeah, Joe Cuff. He tweaked it. I think he's turned his ankle in training. So yeah, I don't know where he's at yet. But I'll speak to probably Sam over the next couple of days and training on Thursday. But we need everyone now to foot to the pedal and really give us a problem. But we don't want to be in that stage where we're picking a side, thinking who can go in there and do a job. You have to believe in what system and what players are going to be reliable. That's the thing. And are we being reliable away from home at the minute? That's the question I've put to the players and what the gaffer is as well.
Okay, all the best for Saturday.
Thank you. Cheers.